countdown to the big Bihar verdict has already begun, and News 9 is now covering specially the Bihar election and its results. I'm being joined by my colleague Sabyasachi live from BJP office in Patna. Aparna Jha, who's joining us from the Congress office, as well as Nivriti Mohan joining us again from BJP office. So we've got all the sides on this. Let's begin this coverage. Now, the state is already set for the big verdict. Counting of the votes for all 243 assembly constituencies will begin just in a short while from now. It's about 6 right now, and the counting will begin at 8 a.m., marking the culmination of a landmark two-phase election. Now, viewers, this year's polls, it witnessed a record-breaking participation. In fact, the highest voter turnout the state has ever seen since 1951, with 66.91% of Bihar's voters exercising their franchise. Women voters once again led the front, registering about 71.6% turnout compared to about 62.8% among men. Now remember, polling was held across 38 districts covering about 7.43 crore voters, including 3.93 crore men and 3.51 crore women, as well as 1,725 third gender voters. Now, the Election Commission of India has already called this election a remarkable chapter in Bihar's democratic journey. Remember, this comes just after the SIR exercise took place in the state. If you talk about the different phases, in the first phase, which was held across 121 seats in 18 districts, the turnout stood at about 65.08%. While the second phase, it saw an even higher turnout at about 68.76%. Now, the election will decide the fate of 12 ministers from Chief Minister Nitish Kumar's cabinet, including JDU leaders Vijendra Yadav, Lacy Singh, Sheila Mandal, as well as BJP ministers Prem Kumar, Renu Devi, as well as Vijay Kumar Mandal. Now remember, back in 2020, the BJP won 42 seats, the RJD 33, JDU 20, Congress 11. Meanwhile, left parties 5 in the same constituencies. So this time, the ruling NDA, which comprises of BJP, JDU, HAM, as well as allies, it is seeking a straight second term in power, while the Mahagathbandhan, which is led by RJD and Congress and left, is hoping for a turnaround in the state. Now, exit poll projections from about 11 pollsters, they have clearly indicated an NDA return to power, with only one poll now suggesting a close fight. We of course will have to see whether the mandate will it echo what the exit polls have been saying for so long. But as counting is about to begin, the real verdict rests with the people of Bihar. The 2020 verdict, if you look at that, it was a story of efficiency. The NDA converted a near tie in vote share into a 15-seat lead. It was driven by BJP's strong strike rate and effective vote distribution. This time, too, women's turnout, fragmented contests, local alliances, and this could now prove decisive for the party. So as Bihar awaits the results, all eyes are on the big questions. Will Nitish Kumar's JDU, will it improve its numbers? And can the BJP repeat its winning strike? And more importantly, how many seats will Congress manage to secure in Bihar? Well, today's counting will decide who shapes up Bihar's next political chapter. Now let's go across to my colleagues. In fact, let me get Sabbe first on this. He's joining me from Patna, the heart of Bihar. Sabbe, it is the D-Day. The question on everyone's mind is, will the mandate echo what the exit polls have been saying? Tell us, what are you picking up from the ground?
Well, see, I have been on the ground from the last 16 days. In fact, I have visited different constituencies, spoken with a lot of voters on ground. See, it's a tricky battle. It's going to be a tough contested battle, but a slight edge will be to the NDA. The reason being the women voters. See, Nitish Kumar being the Chief Minister of the state of Bihar for the last 20 years. See, in this 20 years, be it prohibition, reservation, or giving giving cycles to the women of Bihar. A lot of schemes have been announced by Nitish Kumar for the women of Bihar. In fact, just 1 week before the polls, under the Jivika Didi scheme, 10,000 rupees was given to the women in the state of Bihar. See, on ground, the women of Bihar, in fact, with the women voters that I have spoken to, they in fact have acknowledged the fact that yes, under Nitish Kumar government, they have got proper representation. And what was really good to see is that compared to the male voters, the women voters in the state has voted 9% in comparison to the male voters. So the women voters in different constituencies across the state of Bihar has come out in large numbers and have casted their vote. Now, what does this time goes also in the favor of the NDA is the alliance that they have made. See, comparatively to the 2020 polls that we have seen with the LJP fighting against NDA, we had seen a lot of vote share as far as the JDU was cut by Chirag Paswan, and this time with the NDA alliance with Nitish Kumar, with Chirag Paswan as well as Kushwendra Ushwa, all of them coming together clearly gives an advantage to the Bharatiya Janata Party. But we also can't ignore the fact that Mahagathbandhan also has its own vote percentage with the Muslim and the Yadav combined together. They comprise of around 31%, and also with Mukesh Sahani coming in, the Malla community vote will shift in favor of the Mahagathbandhan. And also, if you talk about the youth will also be a huge factor in this poll, because a lot of the youth, specifically the youth which travel to different states to get better job opportunities, they have a problem with the present government. In fact, they feel that they have not got proper job opportunities. See, comparatively in 2020, a lot of the youths had vote in favor of the Mahagathbandhan because of the poll promises that was made by Mr. Tejasvi Yadav in 2020, that he is going to give 10 lakh jobs to the youth of Bihar. And this time around, he had made this poll promise that every single household will get a government job. So the youth of Bihar, if you talk about the Muslim youth or the Yadav youth, they are with the Mahagathbandhan. But rest of the youth, they have a problem, specifically the people who migrate to different states. They have been complaining about a lack of job opportunities in the state. See, overall, it's going to be a tricky battle, but clearly the advantage goes in favor of the NDA, being the women factor. See, these two factors will be extremely important. One is the women voters, and second will be the youth voters, who's going to be the deciding factor. See, whether it is a bipolar war between the NDA and the Mahagathbandhan, the advantage clearly lies in favor with the NDA. But if the battle becomes triangular, with Prashant Kishore coming in, with Prashant Kishore also claiming that he is going to get a good share of vote percentage this time around, and specifically he has been focusing on the youth in the state. So if a triangular battle happens, then Prashant Kishore is definitely going to cause a dent to the NDA, going to take the vote share from the NDA as far as the analysis is concerned. But it's going to be a heavily contested fight this time around, but the advantage goes with the NDA this time as well.